Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I've been kind of MIA. I've been focusing on like other videos as far as like vlogs and like hauls and just things like that with the purchase of our home, our first home. So things kind of gotten a little bit, you know, all over the place. So I'm finally sitting down and recording a makeup tutorial. I had recorded one last week, but my lighting was just so messed up. I was very unhappy with it and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to put this up. No way, no how. I'm going to be using the Emily Noel, the Emily Edit Palette and Makeup Revolution, the wands. This is it right here. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely stick around and just keep on watching. Okay, so we already have our brows done, and for my brows today I use the Brow Stylist Definer, the pencil. So it comes with the spoolie and the pencil. If you have been with me for a long time, you know I usually use the Dip Brow Pomade, but I have just been trying out a pencil to see how I like it. I do like it. That is actually my second pencil, but yeah, I just did my brows just so we can kind of hurry up with the tutorial. I originally was going to do like swatches and a review and all that stuff, and I did. I actually filmed that last week. So long story short, the lighting looked horrible. I wasn't satisfied at all with it, so I was like, screw this, whatever. So today I'm gonna give it another shot, and I'm actually just gonna skip the swatches because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen plenty of that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play with some colors here. So I'm going to use the Emily Edits and Makeup Revolution. This is the Wands palette. It has a really big mirror as well as a beautiful variation of mattes and shimmers. I really do like the palette. So we're just going to go and dive right in. I was thinking of doing something like fall, but I kind of want to lean like a little away from that because that's all you guys are seeing as well. So I think I do want to use like burgundy, like this shade, and like incorporate some of these like pastel colors down here. I don't know, we're gonna just go with the flow. So my eyes are already primed and set. To each his own. Some people don't want to set it when they prime it, but I just went ahead, put some concealer in, blended it out, and then I went ahead and used my Airspun translucent powder just to make sure I have a nice even canvas and it's not so tacky. But again, to each his own. Sometimes I don't set it, it just depends on like the look I'm going for, yada yada yada, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with the color Midwest, and I'm gonna take that on a fluffy blending brush. This brush is actually from Essence and it's called the Eye Blender brush, and that's what it looks like. It's really fluffy. I really like it. It's a big blending brush, and I think it was $1.99, and I really do like it. I like that it's rose gold and then it has the white handle. Start this right in the crease, so a little bit at a time, and I'm just going to really buff this color in. You know, I try to stay away from like the subtle looks and I really go for like the extreme. So we're just gonna build up this crease really nicely, but you can go ahead and stop whenever you're satisfied. So I haven't really recorded like a makeup tutorial. Well, I have, but it just hasn't like turned out the way I wanted it to. But yeah, so how are you guys doing? How are you liking all the drama and all that stuff? And everybody's like truth videos, and everybody's trying to say the truth now on how they feel, trying to save their own asses. Like, how do you guys feel about that? You guys know, like, I don't know, like, I'm very like humble when it comes to life. I don't know, so I just feel like a lot of people definitely lose themselves when they see like money and fame and like all these opportunities. They definitely lose themselves. And some people have just been fake from the get, like just some people. Like, I literally do not follow a lot of the bigger influencers just for the simple fact, like, I just, you know, don't feel like I could connect with them, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel inspiration from them. That's just how I feel, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to make a video about that, but you know, that's just how I feel, and that's just how I've always felt, even before all of the craziness going on, I definitely have just stick to supporting very few and even like smaller influencers as myself, just because, you know, I like to follow and listen to people that I can relate to and who kind of like go through what I go through in a sense. I really have been into like watching a lot of vlogs, and that's like my inspiration. I definitely want to start vlogging. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the same brush. You guys know that I like to just use like the same brush, get multiple uses out of it, but if you feel like it's too dirty, you can always like wipe it on a rag or just switch brushes, whatever you prefer. So I'm gonna go into the color Love Tons, and I'm just gonna grab a good amount of that, and I'm gonna start bringing that in the crease, and I'm gonna place that right on top of Midwest. So Midwest was basically the transition color, and now Love Tons is just gonna bring in that burgundy, you know, that burgundy vibes that we're going for, I guess. I don't even know what I'm going for, but we're just going with the flow, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just gonna bring this and just continue to blend it out, and I'm gonna do the same on both eyes. I've been mentioning this, but I do have quite a few products for giveaways, so I think next week in my next videos or like my next makeup tutorial, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So, you know, definitely stick around for that. I'm looking for someone who is just gonna be there to support me and stuff like that, so definitely stick around. I'm gonna make it like a month long. I typically like to make my giveaways a little bit long because I want to give everybody like a fair shot. So I'm gonna make it like a month long, and it's just gonna be, you know, whoever I see really active in that month, because your girl's been slacking on videos, but October is about to be full of videos. Like every week I'm gonna start getting back on my schedule. I do want to make it just a little bit darker, so I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm gonna take this brush. This is a Morphe M330 brush, and it's just a pointed blending brush. It looks just like that, or like defining that inner corner. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take a little bit of Family, which is a nice deep purple. I'm gonna focus this right on the outer corner, really use circular motions there to buff it in, and then whatever's left I'll drag it inwards and do the same thing. Just really make sure I buff it inwards. Now what I'm doing is just going back in with a little bit of Midwest, and I'm just taking it back on that Essence blending brush, the big fluffy one, and I'm just running it right alongside, just to make sure that the colors are really nicely blended, because if you don't blend it, it's gonna look like, you know, like a bruise, because these are like bruise colors, you know, like the brown and the purple, and just mixed together it makes it look like a black and blue almost. So make sure you blend it in really nicely. My highlights, I'm actually gonna use a matte highlight. You guys know that I typically go for like a shimmery highlight, so today I'm actually gonna take the color Cream in the palette, which is a really nice white, really pigmented. So I'm gonna take that on this dome shape eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to highlight that brow bone with this. And since it's a matte white, it's really gonna make the brow area stand out. The same thing on the other eye. And I'm sorry my forehead looks really greasy. Before this video I took a shower, and then I did like a little bit of my skincare routine. So I have like a serum on right now, so that's why I do look oily. For what though? Like after this I'm taking this off and I'm going to sleep, so I ain't got nowhere to go. Then after I do that, I'm going to go back in with the blending brush with nothing else on it, and I'm just going to make sure that I buff that in so it's not like a white streak, you know what I mean? So just to make sure that it's really nicely blended. You just always want to make sure everything is nicely blended, because if not, your eye look is going to look really sloppy. So definitely take your time. And sometimes when you do that, some of the color may come out, but you could just go ahead and add some more, you know, as long as you make sure you blend it, that's what matters. Okay, so what I did on this eye was I went ahead and used some concealer, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that now. So I'm using my Wet n Wild concealer in the color light medium beige, and I'm just taking some of that on this really small flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take some of the concealer and I'm just going to apply it to my lid, and then I'm going to go ahead with the eyeshadow right on top of it. So basically what I'm doing is just really carving out my lid with this concealer. That's really it, really simple. And this also just like cleans up that extra eyeshadow. That way I have a clean working space where I could go ahead and put my new eyeshadow right on top of it without like interrupting anything. First color I went ahead and took was the color Cupcake, and I took it on this AOA E122 brush, and this is from Shop Miss A, and this is a $1 brush. So Emily stated that these colors really work nicely, the shimmers, if you kind of like place it and then kind of drag it almost. So that's what I'm doing, but still keeping a really light hand because your eye area is really sensitive, so you don't want to like tug it too hard, you know what I mean? So I'm just taking it and just gliding it over towards the middle. And then the next color I took is called Belle Violet, and I'm taking this on a Wet n Wild brush, and I'm placing this on the outer half, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just kind of dragging that color really lightly. She said these colors work best this way as opposed to patting them, and I definitely agree with her, because in the last tutorial I did try both ways, and the like gliding, dragging motion definitely works 100% better. This is a really soft like lavender violet color, so you know it isn't as pigmented, but it is there. It's probably looking washed out on camera, especially with my lighting and my camera settings, but yeah, it's there. So I'm just gonna continue to marry both of those colors together, and I showed you guys plenty of times, but like the trick I like to do is I like to focus on the belly of the brush. And what I mean by that, like, let me show you guys. When I say the belly of the brush, like this is your brush right here, and the belly will be considered this middle part right there. So you have the top, the bottom, and this middle part right here is what I like to say is the belly. So I like to take the belly of the brush and I like to kind of focus that in the middle area, and that is going to help me make both of the colors like marry each other, you know what I mean? So that's how I typically blend the colors, like that. So then I'll just go back in with the other brush that I use Cupcake with, and I'll do the same thing just to make sure that they're equally even, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to just finish that off and making sure they're really nicely blended, and then we will be right back. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara, and I'm gonna apply my lashes. Today for lashes, no surpriser, I'm gonna use this style right here. This is the Alexis eyelashes from Shop Miss A. They look a little bit beat up because I've been using them non-stop. These are $1 lashes, guys. I don't know how many times I have to explain to you. That's where I get my lashes from. Like, no lie, I'm not paying $20, $30, $15, whatever for lashes. So I get these lashes from Shop Miss A. They're only $1 and they work. I use them on brides. I use them on clients for homecoming, birthdays, sweet 16s, all that stuff. I use them on all my clients and they all love them. They're really lightweight. They're really flirty. There's 100 different styles. I'm lying. There's like maybe like 20 different styles. And they just work for me. And being $1, I absolutely love it, so you can't go wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I went ahead and finished off the rest of my face. For the highlight, you can't really see it, let me see. For that highlight right there, I went ahead and used the color Oh Heavens. Oh Heavens to me is a really nice highlight. So I mean, you can use it in the inner corners, which I'm gonna do as well, but I also really like the way it looked as a face highlight, and I really like it. You guys know that I really like the glazed donut type of feel, so that's what I went for, and I put a lot of it on. It's really pigmented, but I put a lot of it on, and I really like the glow that it's giving me overall. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of that Oh Heavens, and I'm gonna go ahead and place it in the inner corners of my eyes just to brighten up that area as well. And now for the lower lash line, I'm actually gonna take the color Laugh Cry right on the lower lash line, and just blend that out just to give a little bit of a little peach color to the look, and just to have something there so it's not so dark with the brown eyeliner, you know, just to make it a little bit more subtle. And also I think this color really complements the look as well, so add that. And I'm not going to smoke it down too far, I just want to make sure it's visible, so just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. And this brush I'm using is from BH Cosmetics. It actually came in a kit a few years ago. I don't even think they sell the kit anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and just add something more to the look. I'm gonna take this NYX Crystal liquid liner, and this is in the color Crystal Hip. It's just a nice like clear focus, like clear iridescent color, and I'm just gonna do like a line. You know, I always gotta do something extra, so yeah. And for the lips, I'm going to take this NYX Cosmic Metals, and this is in the color Crystallized Metal. That's the color? Yeah. So it's just like a, almost like rose gold metallized lipstick. It's looking a little bit more like burgundy on camera, but it's kind of like on the rose gold color, so. Okay, so that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Overall, what I think about the palette is it's a really nice palette. It's really beautiful. The colors, in my opinion, they blend really well. You do have some fallout, but it's not like, you know, life or death situation. Perfect palette, like if you want to travel or something like that, you don't want to take so much. You got a huge mirror, and you have all these colors, and if you wanted to, you could even purchase the Needs palette, and that palette is basically like everything you need, you know. But yeah, I got this palette because I wanted it, because it's the Want palettes, and it's because it has a little bit more color, so that was something that I really liked. But overall, I give it a thumbs up. I really like the palette. If you guys want to see more looks with this palette, definitely let me know. I think I want to do something like with the greens. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see like a certain color combination with this palette, something you haven't seen, you know, something you want me to go further in detail with. I don't know. You guys let me know what you want to see, and your wish is my command. Just let me know what you want. But yeah, this is the final look. All the products are going to be down in the description bar. Definitely make sure to subscribe, thumbs up if you like this video. But definitely make sure to subscribe, because like I mentioned in the beginning, we are going to have a giveaway and more giveaways coming. So you don't want to miss that, and you don't want to miss chances of getting free makeup. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.